Hey there, NPCs. Welcome to Tuesday Night Shadowrun Shenanigans. I'm Bob, your GM, and tonight we begin the last mission in Season 7, 0706, Windy City Chaos. So let's see, previously on Shadowrun missions, we had a naval assault where our runners did some boat action against a barge. Gertrude came away with a few extra med kits, and they managed to destroy the cargo. Actually, they sunk that barge thanks to some well-placed. Wasn't explosives. It was shatter spells and at least one high-force water spirit. So that barge went down. So our runners have been laying low for a couple of weeks. And a couple of weeks after the barge incident, so you've turned in the boat that you guys rented, unstrapped Andy from it. And the inflatable rafts they're still usable. You end up having to dry those out for a couple days, and then you sort of roll them back up. But a couple weeks after the barge incident, what are you guys doing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Indulging myself.
Okay.
Just at my mom's shop, like always.
All right.
Max
So
just
you
been
said how long?
clients.
I'm sorry?
Max just spending time with clients.
Okay.
I'm just kind of chilling, making repairs as needed, and then in my off time, making giant quilts
Giant quilts, all right.
or troll-sized quilts.
Okay. So Frodo, you do get a call from Goober.
Hey, what's going on, Goober?
Hey, Chummer. Some good people, some friends of mine have gone missing from this tiny little neighborhood community. Ever heard of the Golden Palace off 94 in Northside?
Golden Palace, yeah. Don't they have those like dope soy shakes or whatever?
Yeah, that's the place.
Okay, yeah.
I went over there and there was like nobody there. Can you gather your crew and take a look at it?
Yeah. Sure. Like, is there anything that we're looking for in particular?
Well, what happened to the people is the main thing.
Okay.
Time's going to be an issue because, I mean, as you know, the longer people go being missing, the less likely they tend to be recovered.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alrighty. Do we know who we're looking for?
Yeah, so he gives you a list of names. These are the people I deal with over there.
All right.
And it's probably a dozen names. And he says they're probably, what's the number? There are probably 30 or 40 people who live there.
Okay, so out of the 30 or 40 that live there, we're looking for a dozen?
I think they're all probably missing. I didn't see anyone there when I went over there. This is like just an hour or two ago.
They didn't drink any like Kool-Aid or anything beforehand, right? It's not like a cult situation or something like that.
I don't know. I mean, I heard you guys do pretty well with detective work, so I'm hoping you can get on that.
Ooh.
So
who did you hear that from?
They lied.
I heard about that job in Milwaukee. But yeah, I can pay you some. I mean, I'm really kind of worried about him, so I'm willing to pretty much empty the coffers to help.
Well, you definitely have my attention.
So I can come up with 40K for you and your team.
Okay. A K per person, essentially.
40K. So that'd be assuming it's you.
You're missing 40,000.
Oh yeah.
Right?
So a K per missing person. That I see where you're going with that.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
And you can tell Cooper's kind of flustered.
You doing all right, Cooper?
I mean, it's just happened, so I'm kind of worried about these guys.
Is there anybody in particular you're looking for? Like, you have like a sweetheart in the bunch, or like, is your uncle missing? Like, you seem pretty attached to this.
I'd like to eat there.
Okay.
And it just seems a shame for all of them to go missing.
I can appreciate that. I'll definitely hit up my crew, and then we'll look into it, and I'll get back to you soon.
All right.
Alrighty. Do you need to... No, we're good. All right, we'll figure it out. I'll talk to you in a little bit. All right. So then I hang up, and then I send text to the crew. And it's like, is anybody up for a job? Seems to be 40K.
Each?
There it is.
Didn't say each, so it'd be a pot that we'd split up. So
you did the negotiation. Well done, outstanding. All right, so what do we do?
I mean, I'm just saying he started at 20K, and I brought him up to 40.
Oh, outstanding. Well done. I'd like to hear the entirety of that story because I'm.
He said 20. I said no, 40.
You know what I like better than just not doing much and taking drugs, and that is a fantastic lie. So I'd like to tell the story later.
About it. All right. So, do you guys want to meet up at the? What was that? Where was the Tabby Tots again? What was the name of her stand? I want to meet there because I want Tabby Tots.
Oh my gosh! What was the name of that place?
Make it Bob work hard.
It was Martha.
Yeah.
Martha's the name of the person who runs the cart.
Okay.
And if you're gonna make me look it up, I'll look it up real quick.
It's not Miss Kitty's. It's a missed opportunity. I'm just
nice. Let's see here.
I immediately go to Sweeney Todd. Like, it's Mrs. Moody, right? Like, that's.
Yep.
So the name of the cart was it was just labeled Street Meats.
All right.
That's right.
Let's meet up on the street meat block, and then we can work from there.
Oh, delightful! I love that place.
I know you do, right? Like
Fantastic.
we gotta keep her in business. All right.
The taste of the cat, the smell of the nearby sewer reminds me of my childhood. Let's go.
I'm so sorry for you.
It made
He
me
turned out all right.
I am today.
Exactly. See, we're on the same
That is
wavelength.
quite happy with the situation because of her face.
Oh yeah. I send her the address because I don't think she was there at the street meat cart.
Right. She was not there at the street meat cart. So the street meat cart is at tends to be at an intersection near the south edge of the containment zone. It's less of an address and more of this is the intersection that the cart parks at usually. And so how are each of you getting there?
How long is it by bus?
Too long.
I take the bus.
All right. It probably takes you maybe half hour to get there.
I'm gonna take Darcy, so
Okay.
if anybody is on the way or wants a ride, I will offer that.
Ahem. Owen? It's either that or hitchhike. Hitchhiking's fine. It always ends. Well,
Always ends well.
it always ends badly for someone.
Mac's gonna drive.
Mac is going to drive. All right. So by some cosmic coincidence, you all managed to arrive at roughly the same time.
What line are you on?
Fantastic.
I mean, to be fair, like all the vehicles arrive, and you guys are just walking up to the street meat cart, and the bus pulls up, and off comes KO.
Awesome. Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm talking to Martha, right?
Martha.
Yeah, I'm talking to Martha as they're coming up, and I'm already ordering my tabby tots and breakfast quilts.
Usual.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The breakfast quilts, which we called the waffles.
Waffles, yeah.
Because oddly, you were left a waffle maker by your uncle, I believe.
I was.
And like the heirloom it's just sort of sat in the back of the car.
This is true. I mean, why make my own waffles when I can buy them off a cart?
Yeah, you're making all sorts of money shadow running. Yeah. So you have your you have varying degrees of tabby tots and breakfast quilts. Some of you have them, and some of you do not.
Martha, delightful to see you again. I'll take a double order. Thank you.
Oh, excellent.
Do you ladies want some?
Nope.
And you notice there are a couple of picnic-style tables that are set up to the side. That's a new development.
Ooh.
I take my order, and then I wheel over to the table and put myself down and begin eating. I kind of like wave people over, even if they don't have food or whatnot, so we can talk about
All right.
Hmm.
Mac knows that she probably should be on good terms with this woman, so she'll also take an order of tabby tots. But not make the face of making. She's better at it than I am.
KO, you should try it. It's the finest in feline cuisine. It's wonderful.
I already ate.
Hot sauce? Do you have hot sauce?
Oh,
yeah, it's one of our best, our customers' favorites.
Yeah.
Hottest hot sauce that you have. That'd be great.
I like the cut of your jib.
So Frodo, you recognize the bottle. You got a sampler as part of that sampler pack you got last mission.
Yeah.
It's the least hot of the sampler pack.
Oh, okay. Do you want some more? I reach into my bag and then I grab the assortment of sauces that Mather gifted me.
That's to say, I mean the one you have is pretty hot already.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
But it is the bottom of the sampler pack.
There's hotter if you need.
She is trying to burn out her palate a little bit. That's the plan.
All right.
Burn it out. No, there's no whatever the aftertaste is going to be. Inevitable that there will be an aftertaste.
The aftertaste is not that bad. I'm just saying, cats eat the best out of all mammals in Northern America. Besides, us.
So we have this Shadowrun crossed with Hot Ones scenario.
The fact that you know that humans taste better than cats is concerning to me.
But why? I mean,
So why don't you tell us about this mission?
Yes. Exactly. Yeah, so
Cannibalism notwithstanding.
So yeah, I was contacted by someone who was telling me that a bunch of people went missing from a nearby community, and he was looking for us to find them. And essentially, it's he's missing 40 people, and he's offering us 40K to find them or their whereabouts.
Did the ground fall?
I haven't heard anything about the ground falling, and then I didn't ask him if a hole swallowed them up into the ether or whatever, like just spread out from under them.
And by the sound of things, you're now at about the 2.5 hour mark past the actual disappearance, as far as Goober's concerned.
It was about a couple hours ago that this happened.
I don't suppose they gave any more details than that.
Not really.
Do we know where they disappeared from?
Was that something that we discussed? I can't remember.
Yeah, so the place is called the Golden Palace.
The Golden Palace, kind of like Golden Corral. Gotcha. Yeah, that place.
It's a restaurant?
Not quite like Golden Corral, but sure, we'll go with that.
Is it a restaurant? What is Golden Palace?
Yeah, it's a restaurant. That's the sort of forward-facing part of the community. There's a larger community that live and work there.
So,
They live and work in the Golden Palace?
Mm-hmm.
They got fantastic soy shakes.
I guess I live and work at home too. Well, so do we have to find them or just find out what happened to them?
Yes.
And one
do we know anybody's names or what they look like or anything like that?
I didn't. Did I receive a dossier? I don't think I received a dossier.
She gave you a list of names.
Oh, she did. Okay, yeah.
I didn't actually prepare the list of names.
You just pretend I'm not.
But you have a list of names and pictures of people you're looking for.
All right, and then so I send that file to everybody's devices. And then, so here's the list and faces of all those that we're looking for.
Well, for 8,000 new yen, I guess I can find out what happened to them.
I appreciate your generosity, KO.
It might be worth our time to go to the Golden Palace and see if the 40 people disappearing roughly at the same time is either a biblical event or a mass kidnapping or a hole opened up in the planet and they just fell into it. I mean, we're running... that's a lot of people to go disappeared all at once.
I mean, we're in post-apocalypse. A hole opening up in the ground seems like the most likely option to me.
Like, to be honest, the shit that's been going down, like holes opening up in the hole in the ground, like angels suck people up into different planes of existence. Like, I don't know what's going on anymore. Like, it's all feasible to me.
Dragons
using computers. What is this?
Agreeing. I think we should go over there and check it out. And not fall in.
Please not fall in. I'm not going to pull you out. I can't.
So there's a hole in the ground?
We don't know. We're assuming there to be a hole in the ground. Seems the most likely option.
We're basically discussing...
I look on the TRID to see about any holes opening up in the ground anywhere.
You don't find any news stories, like breaking news, hole opens up in the ground. But the Chicago containment zone is not covered that well.
I don't know about any holes opening up in the ground, y'all, but okay. Let's go.
But if a hole opened up like next to the Maker Collective, it would probably come up on the news.
Are there any scorch marks? By any chance?
So...
we should just go.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
We should just go. I don't know why I was speculating from this meat cart place. Okay,
with a mouthful of tabby tots and
Uh,
and breakfast quilts. He's like,
Gertie,
well, I mean, we're not supposed. Huh?
Gertie, can I ride with you?
Of course.
Okay, thank you.
Shotgun.
I just crawl. No, I go sit in the shotgun.
Doesn't look like it to me.
Can I roll agility to see if I get there before Mather?
I can only tell you what's on the screen, Amber.
The two of you can roll initiative since you're both racing for the car.
I love this.
Oh my
Unfair
gosh.
to
Okay.
people with low initiative.
I'm gonna use a NERP because that's how bad I want it.
So it's not really a test, so you can't really do
Oh, let her
you know
have
what your initiative score. Yeah, I'll let you do that. So essentially it's reaction plus initiative. Or sorry, reaction plus intuition.
Yeah, that's right. Get in the back suit.
You know what? I'm going to go ride in Frodo's vehicle. He always lets me ride shotgun.
Absolutely.
Let Mac have shotgun.
I mean, I have my own car, but that's fine too.
Oh, okay. Well,
Matt comes with her own vehicle. Take notes, Am. KO.
who is Am? What?
Sorry. Cat
So-
stuck in my throat. From
So a
KO.
snob and senile. Cool.
Yeah, Mac has learned not to go anywhere where she doesn't have her own way out. So
Oh,
she always
that sounds like a person I know in real life.
I
Don't
mean,
call me
that's
out.
So-
that
so
sounds
you-
sensible.
So KO, you get in the
Good control.
KO, you get in the shotgun seat, and immediately the PowerPoint pops up. The drugs are bad in the AR.
I turn it off. I turn it all off.
Darcy's been having some trouble getting Mather to agree with her that drugs are bad. He's made a counter PowerPoint.
Oh, let me see the counter PowerPoint.
One that pops up and goes, drugs are cool. Just got a picture of Mather going like this.
X out. Close window.
I mean, to be honest, it's pretty simple slam dunk. You just got to be like, well, I mean, not all drugs are bad. Obviously, if you're in the medical profession at all, like none of us would be alive without them, right? Just saying.
Bob, how long does it take us to get there?
All right, it takes you about a half hour. You pull up to the Golden Palace, and it's sort of an enclave. It's like there's the restaurant out front. There's a convenience store called Tam's to one side, and there's it's sort of built into an apartment building. Good, make a perception check.
All of us.
Ugh. Yeah, I hope
And
everyone. Other people better open their eyeballs too, because yikes.
Okay, let's see. So I'm missing one more.
That's me. I'm sorry, I have to find mine in like 700.
You know what? I'll use an edge to reroll my
Oh, there we
failures. Bob,
Okay.
I'm gonna do that.
Yes, remember you have Benny's and you have your personal edge has refreshed.
Oh Jesus, only 2 hits. Awful. Okay.
Okay. So lots of 2s and 3s, and Mac rolls 4. So Mac, you see, you're driving your own car still?
Yeah.
Okay. So you, as you arrive on the scene, you definitely see, because you're used to seeing things that are shot up. Sometimes you do the shooting, and so you do see some of the shot up portions of the walls and doors that look not normal, like not the old CZ stuff, but these look like fresh bullet holes. You also see there's a lot of scuffling from the doors to a spot on the ground that's basically where you guys are parked. And there's a little oil patch on an oil stain on the pavement.
Is it a fresh oil stain? Can I tell?
It looks
Still
fresh.
Wet? Okay. So before she gets out of her car, she's gonna text that info over to everybody else.
Okay.
And just sort of like, hey guys, it looks like some shit went down really recently, so maybe be cautious. And pay really close attention before you get out of your car. Or whatever kind of vehicle y'all are driving.
Okay, thank you.
So stay in the car. Got it.
Roll down
Yeah.
window, look outside, see if there's a giant hole.
But I feel like if there were, I have this thought that like the giant hole would maybe be behind like whatever gated situation they have in this community. So maybe that's why the general public hasn't seen it.
Yeah, you do not see a giant hole in the ground, for the record.
But it definitely looks like there were like bullet holes and some kind of maybe shitty beater was here with like, or maybe it wasn't a shitty beater. Maybe it got shot and like the oil came out of it. I don't know. But there definitely was some big shit that went down. So I think we're safe to say the people did not spontaneously combust. So
It is medically possible, but it doesn't look like that's
40 people though? 40? That seems
That's actually more likely than a single person. It would start a chain reaction. It's got to do with fatty acids. It's a whole thing. But
do you have a PowerPoint on that?
would you like a PowerPoint on spontaneous combustion?
Absolutely. I would
love-
absolutely want a PowerPoint on spontaneous combustion.
I would love that. That would be my favorite thing you've ever done in the 2 weeks that I've known you.
So you're telling me a 40-person spontaneous combustion event is more likely than a singular one?
Yes.
Please explain that in a PowerPoint. Yes, I
Yeah,
want that.
PowerPoint presentation on
I
it.
will explain that later once we have determined there's no hole in the ground here and no spontaneous combustion. So
Fair enough.
that rules out like two of our leading theories.
Hey, Mather, can you have a sense if magic has been used on the scene?
Yeah, I can. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the idea that you people believe in spontaneous human combustion. So,
It's-
There.
How about
Okay,
you
just like your
people?
fucking apocalypse.
you know, yeah. So,
Also,
And
dragons using computers.
Yeah.
So
There's the
yeah.
dragon.
seems
in Denver.
perfectly ordinary in every way. All right, so,
Welcome
yeah.
to Shadowrun Conspiracy Theory, 5th Ed.
Yeah, so Bob, I'm gonna sense and everybody
Sure.
pretend like they don't notice how many dice I'm rolling.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
God. That's us.
Yep. Mhm.
All I'm saying is if there are flames, it may not just be spontaneous combustion.
So as you look around in the astral, you don't see any people or spirits or anything hanging around.
No signatures?
There's a sort of a sense of fear pervading the area.
Yeah, when 40 people disappear, that's not a big shocker, but yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But you're having a hard time sort of narrowing it down to individual signatures.
there's, I don't
You think if you spent more time, got a better look, you might be able to sift something out. But there are a lot of signatures to sift out.
Could a spirit assist me with?
Yeah, if you summoned a, I mean, ideally the higher force the better, because a spirit is going to roll twice its force in a sensing dice.
Yeah, that's what I was. All right, so, I go. It's difficult to sift out all of the various signatures here of people that may or may not have died or disappeared. But I'll call for some help.
Okay.
Thanks.
So what type of force, or what type of spirit and what force?
Oh, let's see. I can't cast Spirit of Man, I don't think. Which would probably be the most likely around here. So I'm just going to summon an air elemental.
Okay.
Or air spirit. And let's call it 4/7.
4/7. All right.
Ooh. Well, that didn't go.
Oof, that did not go well.
So let me reroll my failures.
Okay. Yeah, because that's a lot of failures.
Yeah.
I see 13 failed dice on that roll.
That's nuts.
A lot of dice.
I have the worst. Digital luck is just.
We're rolling with that Thursday night energy. Where roll 20 likes to roll 3.
There you go.
So 8.
So 8 total. Okay, so you'll get 4 services, and you need to soak 8 drain.
Completely on the wrong. Meh. All right. Ow.
So you see Mather sort of stumble back a bit, sort of shake his head, and then Mather in the astral, you see this power forming as if you had summoned a 4/7 spirit.
All right. So I look at it and I child of the goddess of tornadoes and destruction, can you help me to determine there were 40 mortals here that have disappeared. I cannot, without your aid, filter out their signatures and what happened to them. Can you assist me?
That is a terrible roll.
Also, addendum, I am not responsible for how you roll, only how I roll. So I need
However, as the summoning mage, you are the one responsible for spending edge and other bennies on its behalf.
That is true. So, go ahead and reroll them.
Okay. So 5 successes.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
Still more 1s than I care for, but with 5 successes, we'll deal with it. And so it sort of scans the area. Yes, 40. There were 50 signatures here. Many of them were fearful. A few of them have the taint of ghoul. Of that vampiric essence.
Point of order. Ghoul or vampire ghoul, like the same disease?
So this is the spirit essentially saying, out of character, the taint of HMHVV.
Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
But being more specific and saying ghoul.
All right. Well, not uncommon in this area.
But these signatures were recent. I think I have one if you'd like me to track it.
Yes, that would be lovely.
Very good. And so it sort of flits off out of your astral vision.
But I know which way it's going. Like enough that we can follow.
Not yet. So in game terms, it's going to roll a search power, and what it essentially does is sort of does the sort of search pattern. So what direction it flew off in doesn't really necessarily give you anything.
So I turn around and I go, it's found a lot of people, a significant number of ghouls, not unusual for this area. And we both sensed fear in the area. So whatever it was, they were aware was happening. So it's going to run a search pattern and come back and tell me what it found.
Ghouls?
Yes. There's a PowerPoint. Do you want to show her the PowerPoint?
I do have a PowerPoint of HMHVV and you and why it's not contagious on a toilet seat.
So given your magical theory, I went ahead and rolled and got 2 hits for you. You know at least a little bit about ghouls because, I mean, most people in the Sixth World have heard something or other. You know enough about magical theory to suss out what you think is real from what you think is just rumor and conjecture. So there's the way that vampires and the like have been characterized in Shadowrun is through what's called the human metahuman vampiric virus, HMHVV, and there are various strains of it. And there is one strain in particular that tends to make people into ghouls. And the way the vampiric virus manifests in ghouls is they have to eat flesh in order to gain the essence, in a similar way that vampires would drink blood.
Excellent.
And they are contagious.
Cool. All right. Cool. That sounds terrible. That sounds terrible.
I mean, it is what it is.
Did your friend say anything about this being a colony for ghouls or anything?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yes. Since you talked to the Johnson.
It is not something your friend mentioned.
Yeah, no, I didn't hear that. So I sent him a text. It's like, it's not like a ghoul colony or anything, right?
He comes back with ghouls ?
No. He doesn't even know that they're ghouls.
And it's like all caps with the interrobang.
He seems pretty surprised by that notion. So I'm assuming no. Assuming no.
A live and work situation, not unlike an arcology, correct? Except like a low.
Yeah, it's less arcology and more sort of. I guess it's at the sort of base level. It's a small arcology.
Right,
people live here. People work here. It's not quite self-sufficient. You get the sense they don't have like farmland or anything where they're going to pull food from. So in that sense, it's not fully self-sufficient.
But sort of a live workshop, you know.
Yeah, sort of a live workshop, yeah.
Hey, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this place? Is it near the flower shop that we blew up?
It is not.
Okay.
I mean, insofar as like everything in the CZ is kind of sort of almost close to everything else in the CZ, it is not necessarily plot close to the flower shop. I'm being intentionally vague here because I don't know Chicago.
Hey, Gertie. Remember that one time we had to go to that flower shop, and there were the vampires.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And then when we went to the sewer-
Frodo, you totally remembered as well because it featured very heavily in a Billy episode.
And we had to go into the sewers, and there was like a part where I went in, and Allerton.
Yes, there were ghouls down there.
And creepy robot dolls, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and creepy robot dolls, and
But if you went left, it was like vampires and stuff. But if you went right, there were ghouls down there. So, having a crazy theory. I don't know. Could it be those ghouls? They come
So
all
that
down here to
was you
kidnap
guys
people?
in those trids.
You hush. You don't know anything. Stop.
so
That wasn't me.
so
That wasn't
KO.
me, and you didn't see me.
So KO, having more or less grown up in Chicago, you know that ghouls are kind of sort of everywhere, in a way that vampires are not just everywhere.
Mm.
Thank goodness.
You
Did you
can
say thank
you,
goodness?
you can find ghouls in most places.
Okay, so we're confirming that these are vampires and not ghouls, right?
Other way around.
These are ghouls, not vampires.
Correct.
Okay.
I was having a conversation with Spirit where I asked it if it meant vampires or not. It meant that it had the virus, but these were ghouls.
Okay.
And there had to balance sort of what the spirit would say with what you would understand.
Right.
Is there like a ghoul watch where people report sightings of ghouls?
Is there an app for that?
Yeah, is there like a neighborhood watch but for like ghouls?
You could make a matrix search or something like that.
Like Pokemon Go, but like ghouls?
the next
Yeah.
door app for ghouls.
Yeah,
right?
next door for ghouls.
That would be
Frodo.
something that show up on next door.
Swipe left. Do
Frodo,
not-
can you find out?
Tinder.
Oh yeah,
Ghouls.
I will pull up the
Yeah, will you make that
The
matrix
deck.
search?
yeah, and I'll make a matrix search.
Stay with me.
Sure.
It's not Tinder, it's tender. So
Ew!
Oh, wow.
No I, all these like.
E.
Alright.
Can I
Wait,
call?
wait.
Oh,
Yeah?
sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. You said make a matrix search, right?
Yeah, matrix search.
I don't think I have
So
computer.
it'll be computer plus intuition.
Okay, cool beans.
You know, you find that there are a couple of matrix apps that purport to be like Ghoul Watch or neighborhood vampire watch. And the sense you get for all of those is maybe some of it's okay, maybe most of it is pretty conspiracy theory.
Hmm.
So for whatever you think that might be worth.
Man.
Like,
But you definitely get. I mean, there are a couple of apps that do point out some places where it's not like people are like filming ghouls going down the street, but there are reports coming in of, hey, some ghouls might be nesting over here. There might be some ghouls wandering around over here. The Shattered Graves is like the biggest like ghoul town.
you said the
that
Shatter
area.
Graves.
The Shattered Graves, yeah.
Can I
Like most of these apps, like smell like tinfoil, but it seems like a couple apps, including the Shatter Graves, seems legit.
So Gertrude, you were about to do something?
I was gonna see if I could call what's remaining of the Crypt Kickers.
Yeah. So you get Harry.
Harry
Hey
and
Gertrude,
the-
what can I do for you?
Hey, Harry, I'm looking into something for a job, and I was wondering if you could tell me anything about the Golden Palace area.
Yeah. Do you happen to know offhand what his connection and loyalty are?
I don't actually have him on my list,
Okay.
which is why I was couching what the name was because I couldn't remember.
That's fair enough. So I will roll a few dice. Yeah, I think that's Scorcher's territory. Haven't heard of a lot of, you say, ghoul activity?
We're investigating some folks who have gone missing, and there seems to be some astral presence of ghoul activity.
Ooh.
So, if that was something that was known in the area, that might point us in the right direction. But if it's not, then
I haven't. I haven't been over that way recently.
that's totally fair. You're my ghoul on the inside.
Thank you. Yeah, the Scorchers are over there, and usually they do a decent job of protecting the place. I wonder what went wrong.
Well, that's actually really helpful. So thanks for that, and I'll be by in the next day or two with a shipment for you guys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. We'll see you then.
All right.
So after you finish your conversation with Harry, and after Frodo finishes his Matrix search, Mather, your spirit comes back. Says, yeah, I think I tracked that signature to this building, and he sort of your vision sort of flies as you sort of recall where the spirit has gone, and it basically gives you directions to it. And it looks like maybe it's an old school, and you see sort of there's this building, sort of square, rectangular. There's a fenced-in area to one side. There is a truck parked out back with a couple of ghouls hanging around outside. One of them matches the signature. And with that, we'll see you next time. And your spirit vanishes.
All right. It's located where the ghouls went to. They're in a van with a van. School in this direction. I'm going to assume, I don't like to assume too many things. I'm going to assume that we should use caution when approaching. They might be hostile, or they might be like your friends, Doctor, that are I hate to use all of the phrasing around it. It's so homogenous. It assumes that they're all the same. Obviously, there are some that are feral, who I'm understanding, that they like to, that they're just animalistic, and then there's ones that maintained.
Got it. So cool and uncool.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice about it. Basically, I also am glad that my spirits are as dramatic as I am. But not as charming. Yes, just we'll go over there. We'll scout it. Be careful. I am not a scouty person, so those of you that are fleet of foot and pay attention to things that are not themselves, please lead the way.
Now, Harry did say that this is Scorcher's territory, and I'm not super familiar with Chicago gangs. I am just a little bit, but does anyone notice if there's any sort of indication that the Scorchers are here, or were they maybe taken now?
Can I roll Chicago knowledge?
I honestly thought that was the name of a barbecue place. Sorry.
3 hits.
Yeah, so you sort of place this as this is in sort of at the edge of Scorcher's territory. You don't see any sign of them like having been here the last few hours.
Who's Scorcher?
And they're not like a ghoul gang or anything, right?
No. They're kind of allied a little bit with the Horde.
The herd is the not herd. The horde is your The horde is your crew, right?
I live in their area. They are my people, but not my crew, if that makes sense.
I get you.
Your kids come to me for skin knees and that sort of thing.
The Herd is the Minotaur associated organization that runs with the Horde.
Is this something? Is this ghoul activity something we should report to the Horde?
Gertrude, our de facto Horde liaison.
The D is not clear enough when y'all say horde.
Horde.
All I'm saying.
Horde.
Horde.
That last thing.
As in for the Horde.
Yeah, I know. Not sound.
I'm just saying, Saurfang is one of my favorite characters of all of video game. So, just saying, for the Horde. Just never mind. Like if you guys don't know Wordle, never mind. Stop.
I'm an old school Warcraft person. I never got to World, so Warcraft 2.
So I can make a phone call to give them a heads up. And
yeah, maybe that they got ghouls kidnapping surface people.
Yeah,
maybe.
I can make a call while we're heading over to where Nether Spirit found.
Do you have any spare body parts for offering?
I'm sorry, what?
All of my body parts are accounted for, and I hope that remain in my person.
Y'all heard what I asked. Don't be confused.
Why would someone have extra body parts lying around? I know we just ran past the cannibalism conversation. Is that part of that?
Gertrude takes care of some friends of hers. I just wanted to know if she had any spare parts that we could throw at these new people.
All of my parts.
So can you?
So that they don't want our parts, maybe.
Can you confirm that you were in those treads that we were just watching?
No.
All right. He's just kind of like grumbling to himself. So he starts furiously knitting.
So
grumbling. I know it's her.
We could call up Dr. Tate. We could call up Nick Ryder, see if there's anything in morgues along the way, possibly.
Maybe we could just break into a morgue or a funeral or something. Just take shit.
I mean, I'd rather not break in. I'm trying to maintain some of those good relations.
No one knows me. I'm fine. I'd be fine. If you need someone who's not made any connections yet. Also,
It does occur to you to wonder if either of those contacts would actually give you a dead body.
You know, if you give me about an hour, I could change my entire appearance. Then nobody would ever get in trouble because no one would even know who that was.
That's
like
fair.
giving you an hour to change your entire appearance, isn't that like true for all females?
First of all, women. Second of all,
Women.
I'm
Sure.
seeing my body, not just my clothes, my face.
I'm sure there are some John
fair.
Does and Jane Does who are going to be sent to the crematorium thing where they burn the body.
No
We
one knows.
probably have some of those.
We turn on a police scanner and find the latest shootings. The latest gang violence.
Look, I saw your PowerPoint on being ethical. I'm just trying to help you out here.
Yeah.
I did not actually.
So on the ethics front, it's the containment zone. So if you want to find a body, you can probably find a body, but you're not going to find one on the way, you think.
Okay.
So get
Also,
one before
why-
you go, is what I just heard.
Mm-hmm. Since we're being ethical about it.
The thing that baffles me in the midst of all this is that somehow people think I'm the least trustworthy one because, wow.
Drugs.
So that begs the question: who do you believe is the least trustworthy?
Oh, it's definitely me. But the thing is that I'm
Okay.
hearing. So far today, I've had to understand cannibalism, organ legging, possibly disappearing bodies, and all of this. And all this came out of the good ones. So
I never
You know
said-
We're-
what?
we're all
I
shadow
feel
runners.
you.
We're all shadow runners. There are no good ones. I'm going to lay that one out.
Yeah,
No
that's
heroes.
a weird way to say science.
I'm just saying.
they're not angry at us for breaking the law, KO. They're angry because we're free of.
I text Nick Ryder.
What do you text Nick Ryder?
Between us, I need snacks for ghouls, anyone who's about to be buried or cremated and unclaimed.
I mean, once they're ash, you can't tell what was human and what was a broom. So
And what are Nick Ryder's connection and loyalty?
I don't know, 2 seasons of working with this guy and finding out what happened to his
Oh, that's right.
sister, brother.
All right,
wife?
that's fine.
His brother wife.
I don't remember who he saved. Or like
He didn't save anybody. His brother was
Ooh.
dead.
innocented. I don't believe in that role if you're rolling for loyalty. I think you should fix that.
Would you like to spend some Benny to make me re-roll that?
Yeah, man.
his
That-
brothers.
One success makes no sense with all we've been through with this drunkard.
And a glitch, by the way. So you can either take the glitch or take the one
God.
hit.
What? Okay, re-roll these, and I'll take whatever it is. And then also I tell him,
It'll
We'll
still be
buy
a
you-
glitch, though.
dang it. Okay, well, go ahead. It's fine.
So since a glitch has been generated, you can, when you spend edge, you can either turn the glitch flag off or you can re-roll, but you can't do both.
Re-roll. I'll take the, yeah.
You'll take the glitch, all right? So 3 hits.
3 hits.
The first thing that comes back is, I can't believe I'm hearing that question from you. The next thing comes back is there's a shooting on, and he gives you directions to it. Lone Star is en route to it.
Oh, I'm fast.
I send this information to Gertie.
And that's all he gives you.
Yes, we.
And you feel the cosmic twinge as if his loyalty had gone down one.
I tell him, I would do anything for you, Nick. And hopefully that makes that loyalty go right back up.
New comlink, who dis? And then no more response.
So you guys are going to go pick up the body, and we'll do that after our 10-minute break. So we'll see how well you guys pick up a body on, kind of, sort of, almost on the way to your destination. So we're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break. We'll be back in 10. We'll see you then. And welcome back. So we've decided to, I guess, swing by a crime scene.
Yeah.
Is that
Hopefully,
for
I
the-
can just slide the door open and scoop up a body
Oh.
and go.
Oh my gosh. So, is this Gertrude? Is this Darcy that's doing this?
Yeah. I mean, she looks like an ambulance.
Okay. So you go over there. I'm gonna ask Gertrude for a driving test, and I'm gonna ask KO for a.
All right, something I'm not
this-
good at.
We'll call this agility plus intuition.
Let's see. Intuition is 3. That's 3 die, right? So, can I also add a nerve?
Sure.
All right, so that's +6. I think. Yeah, we'll find out. Oh wait. Attribute. Hold on, I did this all wrong. Whoops.
You've already added the modifier
Agility. Modifier is 3.
for the NERP, yep, and then it should ask you
NERP.
for attribute.
Attribute will be intuition.
And you just got a NERP from Mr. Vimes.
Oh. Thanks, Mr. Vines. 5.
There's shenanigan going on here. It is Tuesday night Shadowrun shenanigans, so it wouldn't be that if there weren't any shenanigans.
I give you enough gold. Hush.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, 5 hits.
So you swing by. Yeah, it's basically you stop by real quick. KO jumps out, grabs the body, throws it into the back of Darcy, and you speed off, switching the morphing license plate as you go.
Also, the
spoof chip.
yeah, the spoof chip and the chameleon coating.
Yep.
I go, hold this for me, Mather, and I throw the body on him. Get back in my seat.
He's not in there.
What? He left?
Yes, I've been. When you
He's
took
been riding
my-
an Andy.
Yeah,
Aw,
I'm an Andy now.
Mhm.
shame. Well, I guess that doesn't happen then. Never mind.
So you can either put that person in the smuggling compartment or in the Valkyrie module. You let me know which one you want to do. Because I feel like we have to go through a checkpoint to get to where we're going.
Oh, then I put him in the module. I feel like that makes sense.
Okay.
What if we like propped him up and dressed him and just like a real person?
He's sleeping.
It's Tuesday night at Bernie's.
He's just sleeping.
It's not normal.
And so, Gertrude, as you're saying that, it's like KO is just about to swing this body into like the back seat, and then realizes that Mather is not sitting there. So you have a body now. I'm still interested to know what you're going to do with this body.
Oh, I put it in the Valkyrie module.
Oh no, big picture sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
But we'll figure that on the way. So you are approaching now the destination. Which you, as you look it up, you find out is an old abandoned school. And I need to pull some. Need to pull characters. And let's see if that came off. It's larger.
That's-
Just resizing everyone for the moment, because each square is, I believe it's 2 meters, 3 meters. Each square is 3 meters. So we'll just sort of generically put everybody over here-ish. Even though you're just rolling up in your assorted vehicles. And sure enough, you do see out here there's the van. You do see, since you're keeping an eye out, there is an oil stain forming underneath the van. And there are two ghouls out here who are smoking and joking.
Cool.
And they sort of perk up at you guys' approach.
I turn to Gertrude. I'm gonna roll down the window and tell him I have an offering of peace, and I just want to talk. I have some questions.
Maybe we should get Mather to do that.
If you need... Oh, wait, I'm not...
Okay, I message Mather. Mather.
Oh, yes, Kale. How may I help you?
Hey, use your best skills, which is to tell these ghouls that we just have some questions and we brought a peace offering. And then I'm going to throw the body out.
Okay. Are you going to throw the body out before I talk to them?
I'm going to do it at the same time.
Yeah, let's not do that. So let's imagine that you're in this a similar situation. Would you like me to say, I have a peace offering and throw a hamburger on the ground? Is that what you like? So,
I mean, okay, well, hold on. How should I do it, Mr. Suave?
I'm going to tell them that gesture to Darcy and go, we have peace offering, and then we can bring it to the door, and then we can give it to them.
I don't want them to be able to crawl inside Darcy, though. I'll go bring it to them.
Okay. Let's talk to them first. Let's just order of operations here. I'm going to go out and talk to them.
Okay, treat them like people. They're just people. They're just a little sick. Okay, that's all.
I think yep, definitely aware of that, and not the kind of person who would judge them for that. I saw the PowerPoint. Also,
you never know. I've seen people just freak out like they've never seen one before, and it's odd to me.
Out of curiosity, is there a way to tell if a ghoul is feral or not feral?
Not until they do something.
Oh, cool.
I mean, these guys. These guys are sort of. You get the sense as you're driving up that they're not like fully feral. They're like, they're actually smoking and they're sort of joking around with each other. So
and wearing clothing.
Yes.
So naked ghoul equals feral.
Not always.
Do I know that
the whole package indicates to you they're probably not fully feral.
Okay.
Do I know that sharing a pipe with a ghoul would give me HMMVV?
There's a slide presentation.
Is that in
sharing drinks or pipes?
So we don't share pipes or drinks, right? So I can't smoke after a ghoul and not become a ghoul.
Yeah, we don't want to exchange bodily fluids.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. I'll just double check.
That's a good question. Thank you for asking.
Alrighty. Because I would love to smoke with a ghoul, but not if I became a ghoul. I mean, not saying, but just saying.
Smoke your own stuff. Just don't share anything.
Yeah.
So one of them pipes up when Mather approaches. What do you want?
I'm glad you asked. There's a number of people in the area that have gone missing, not in the way that you might think I'm implying, like a lot of people. And we've been asked by some other people who live in the area on the street to find out what happened to them. And you're the only people around that we have seen that might have any level of information. And our doctor, I point to the ambulance, who is a friend of the community, has some food for you if you'd like it, as an incentive, if you require an incentive, or if you're just hungry. But we'd like to get to the bottom of this, because Well, it's upward of 40 people. That's a lot of people to disappear all at once. And when that thing starts happening, then you begin to wonder what else is happening in your community.
That's a lot of food.
It is, and if they're still alive, food in potentia, obviously, but not food at the moment. But
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
They're not. We don't know what their condition is. Therefore, we do not know if they are food or people or just disappeared. So we're working on finding out what happened.
But people are food.
Yeah. Is it going to be that kind of encounter, or can we talk?
Oh, we're talking.
So, have you seen anything unusual that would have resulted in a lot of people disappearing? Have you heard anything?
No.
Just straight up no, huh? Cool. All right. Judge intentions? Bob?
Sure. Oh yeah, he's totally lying.
I'm going to tell you something. Honesty is the best policy unless you're an outstanding liar, and frankly, I am. You, sir, on the other hand, are not a fantastic liar. So I'm going to ask you that question again, and I would hope that we can come to a reasonable solution here, that perhaps you can help us with what we are looking for. And then I subvoke on the thing, I'm like, be prepared to kill everyone.
I start charging my laser.
You just hear Matt go, "Eek."
And I start rolling up my left sleeve, and then I start rolling up my other.
We will not help you.
Understood.
Leave.
Tell them no snacks.
While you
No
still
snacks.
can.
Oh, see, I knew if I let you wait long enough, you would threaten me. You sure you want to do that? See, I'm a delight, but my friends are fatally not delightful. Emphasis on the word.
He's not delightful either. And you see this guy who has moved over to take some cover behind the van has now pulled out an assault rifle.
Oh,
Alrighty.
done.
So I think we are now in the initiative rolling phase of the conversation.
Where's the truck?
Where we are.
It's vaguely where you are. It's well in range.
Okay, cool.
So let me pull up a turn order. I don't know why it's double rolling for KO.
Because it's necessary.
Holy smokes, it's the best initiative I've ever rolled in this game.
It is
That's
the most you
probably-
can roll.
Yeah.
So I need to add.
So I had a 14 original. 13's fine too. That doesn't matter.
Chris, I think you can just click on the number that you rolled, and then you can type in 14.
I mean, I can, but it doesn't change anything. The order would literally be the exact same.
Just in case.
Yeah, I appreciate you though.
Yeah. In case they got a 13, and then it was like, well.
Oh yeah, if they had a 13 on the board, I would definitely put my 1 in there. But after looking at it, I was like, oh, it's the exact same. It doesn't matter.
Mac rolled minimum, apparently. So it has a 9. So that's everybody, it looks like. So we will sort, and then... What is your edge, Mather?
My edge is 2.
2. Okay. And Gertrude and KO, your edges are...
Mine is 3.
Just 2.
Okay, so it's the right order then. So Gertrude, you see this happen. You see the guy behind the van, sort of behind enough that he's got some cover behind it. Has an AK-97 out. You see this guy has an AK-97 within reach, but hasn't reached for it yet. And then you guys are kind of where you are.
So I would like to put Darcy into park.
Okay.
And pull out my shotgun and stick it through the gun port. I don't think that I can fire and do all that in one turn. But...
No. But you can certainly do those first things as simple actions. So on your next pass, you'll be able to shoot something. KO.
Question. Physics in the game. So, like, if I hold the dead body snack thing in front of me, how much of a shield do I get?
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Is that a thing, or are you just gonna say that it penetrates and hits me anyway? Like, just one.
I know there's a rule for that somewhere. It'll be akin to it will take some of the damage before you have to soak any.
All right, I take the body and I slide the door open and I ready my
She straws a strap onto the snack's back to use it as a shield.
I ready my SCK Model 100.
Okay.
And I don't think I can do more than that.
No.
Yeah. So.
What's your strength?
Oh.
I think you're pretty well.
Strength is 7.
7. Okay. The body's a little unwieldy, but not with a strength of 7.
Okay.
Frodo.
I'm still in the truck, correct?
You are still in the in your SUV.
Like
deploying the laser cannon.
Yeah. And where's the dude with the cannon? Or I mean the assault rifle? This guy?
He's the bat guy.
The bat guy. Yeah.
They both have access to AK-97s, but the guy in the back is the only one that's currently holding it.
Yeah, the guy in the back is the one I'm going to currently vaporize.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fair warning that the van will take some of the damage.
My van?
No. This van here. So this van here is actually here.
Fair enough.
Actually, no.
Okay.
No. He'll get a little bit of cover from it. Is what'll happen.
Alrighty, that works.
So he'll get a defense bonus.
That works.
So on Andy, go ahead and click that laser cannon button.
Alrighty. Ooh, not great. I'm going to use some edge.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that. So hit it again.
Yeah, hit it again, and I'll take off the back 2.
Ew, I don't like that.
Wow, with edge, only 3 hits. All right.
All right. Yeah. Go let
so
that rock.
Roll. And I will spend a nerve. So he managed to duck behind the van, which does take quite a bit of damage from the laser cannon.
Alrighty.
And that will bring us to them. This guy is just going to leap at Mather. Claws out. So I'm going to need a defense roll from you.
Alrighty.
Oof.
You know what? I'm gonna spend a nerf. Was that at 3 dice? 4 dice? Was that?
That's 3 dice.
3 dice.
Ooh. Okay. So you're going to soak 10p AP minus 1. Okay.
So take 3 physical.
Take 3 physical from that. Actually, what is your armor?
14. So yeah, take 1 more, right? Because it's AP minus 1.
So is the armor 14, or was there a body roll in there?
Oh, great. Good.
There should be armor plus body.
Yes. Hold on. I don't know. It's somehow worse. But yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I only rolled.
Okay, so
let me roll.
Okay,
3
so
more dice.
yeah, roll 2 more dice
2 more dice
because it would be minus 1.
right. Okay, 8. There we go.
And so it's actually 2 stun
Sweet.
because it fails to penetrate the armor.
Sweet.
The other one,
was done earlier.
the other guy is going to run around here. And he's going to fire into melee. So you'll get a +2 on your defense roll. And if he misses, he will hit his friend instead. So I need a defense roll. Mather?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thought you said somebody else.
Oh no, he's shooting you.
3. So
So this will be 12s AP minus 2. Your armor is so far keeping it from being physical.
yeah, not anymore.
Oof. Ooh.
Hey, Mr. Vines, you got a nerf.
Oh, thank you.
You look like you could use an edge. Would you like to spend
I
edge?
have an edge, and I just got to reroll the failures. More than 1 edge. So that was 14 misses out of that.
14 misses. No.
Sorry.
It was 12 misses out of that.
12 misses.
Because it was minus 2 AP.
Yeah. Tonight, Bob eats all of our edge. All right, 7.
Okay. So 5 stun.
Oh, can I roll? Can I add that nerf too as well, or not? All right.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the 3 dice for the nerf. And then roll any failures from that again, because you spent edge on your dice pool.
Good call.
So 1 more die.
Nope.
All right, so 3 boxes of stun after all that.
I am dangerously low on your Americans.
So that was the ghouls. Mather, it is your turn. And
All
you
right.
got a ghoul right there in your face.
I absolutely do.
Shoot him and run, buddy.
Yep.
Come on, little fella. Get back in, Darcy.
So, hoping that my friends will help me out.
Gotta get out of the way.
Fireball goes off point blank when I look at him and I go, "Hi there," and
Fireball. You said?
yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I. You know what? No, what? That was insane. I don't know what I was thinking.
So you do have positioning where you could not get yourself in it.
That was where I was going with it. And I was going, wait a minute, this is not a D&D fireball. Hold on.
My thought was,
Yeah. So I want to fire it so I can hit, them, vehicle, whatever, and not be in my own blast radius of it. Is that possible?
So there's enough trigonometry that can be played out this way to not get you in it.
Yeah, throw it over there, and yes, yeah, cool. Oh, games with templates. What a weird.
Games where you know exactly the distance to everywhere.
Yeah. What's putting a stem patch on? Is that a simple action?
That'll be a simple action.
All right.
So you could reckless cast and still do that.
You know what? I'm gonna count on the doctor that I have nearby just in case.
So you're not gonna reckless cast, but you're not gonna use the stim patch. Is that what I heard? Okay.
Yeah. So
what force is this fireball gonna be?
it's gonna be at a. I'll cast it on the light side. It's gonna be 6.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I always hit the wrong button first. I don't know why. No modifier. And the drain is
All right,
5.
so it caps at 6 hits.
And I centered myself. Yikes. All right. I am unconscious.
Ooh.
No. Oh no.
10, 11. Nice.
That should be on a t-shirt. If you're not recklessly casting, you should cast recklessly. That should be a t-shirt.
So these 2 ghouls are very seriously injured, but they are not down.
And you guys see me, not fainting faint, but basically just like my head falls backwards, eyes roll up my head, and I just drop to the ground.
Now it is Mac's turn.
I have literally no way to heal him. But how close am I to him?
Close enough that you could get up there and do something.
Yeah, so I want to run up to the douchebag and stab him in the neck.
To this one?
Yeah, I don't know.
I assume by douchebag you mean the ghoul that was talking.
Yes.
Okay.
You, I don't want to stab you in the neck. That's not my goal.
This is your perfect chance. What was this?
Is that the douchebag is not very specific in this group, but
So stabbing him in the neck. So I'll go ahead and roll a combat knife for you.
stab. Do I have 2 knives? I can stab.
Well, you don't get 2 separate attacks. What you can do is you can actually split your dice pool and attack 2 different targets.
I mean, it's just
that was pretty terrible. 1 hit on 13 dice. Would you like to spend edge to re-roll that?
I would absolutely. That is
okay.
Roll20 hates me on Tuesday nights.
We'll take 1 off the back end. 8 hits.
Is that good enough?
And the ghoul is, let's see, rolling 6 dice. No, you stab this guy in the neck and he falls over.
Excellent. She's going to stand on him.
All right, so that brings us to Gertrude.
All right, so I was gonna shoot that guy, but Mather went and got himself stunned. So, I'll go grab him and drag him back to Darcy.
Okay. So I'll just move him over to where you are.
This was a weird way of saying thank you, Mather, for taking me out. But
Idiot went and got himself killed.
If only you were conscious and could hear the smack they're talking about you.
yeah.
But he's not, so it's fine.
No, that's what I'm going to get, like a bound spirit, like low level one, just to follow me around, and remember all the crap y'all say about me.
Personal astral recorder.
It's just like, this is.
He's just writing in a journal.
All right, so that brings us to KO.
Oh, well, I see all this happen. And I just,
There's one remaining target over here.
I drop lunch, and then I cast lightning bolt on that guy.
Okay.
Submit, force, we did the math before. I think we said 7 or 8? 8, I think.
What's the minus on it?
So, 3.
2 minus 3.
Then you're looking to roll a 7 if you've got a force 7, or a 6 if you've got a force. I mean,
Yeah.
if you've got
The absolute minimum you should be casting that is force 5 because you'll never be rolling against less than 2 drain.
right, exactly.
Okay.
But
So,
math says 7 will work. Do you have?
Yeah, 7 will probably work if you have, because you'll have dice to resist the drain.
Yeah, okay, cool. Submit 7. What?
Ooh,
Trash.
that's
I'm
a lot
gonna
of 2s actually.
Re-roll all of this. This
Yep.
is all nonsense.
So just re-roll 15 dice.
Okay.
16 dice and roll 1 hit.
This has been the night for it too.
15 d6 greater than 5. What? That I did this wrong.
156.
Under character
15
sheet, above-
d6 greater than 5.
Yeah.
I know how to do this. I didn't. Nope. R.
/R.
d6 greater than
So-
5. I'm getting nervous.
So you can up arrow to the last command if you like.
There you go. 5 successes.
Okay.
Drain. Submit.
Oh,
Okay.
that's unfortunate for him. This lightning bolt strikes right in the center of mass and leaves a nice hole in him as he falls over. Dead.
Dang, Mather didn't see that, did he?
Nope.
Poo.
You took 2 stun too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did.
Let's not forget that.
Did he see it? No, he's still out. Okay.
So
Just wanted to know that I'm cool too.
we'll drop out of rounds for now. And have you figure out what you're going to do now.
I'm gonna go look in the van.
Okay. Yeah, so you go look in the van, and so you open. So the van doors are closed currently, but you open them up. The talkie ghoul has the keys, and so you open the van up, and there are like shreds of rope sort of strewn about. There is blood, sort of not like loads and loads of blood, but like where people would have had like scratches and scrapes through an instant. It's consistent with a bunch of people being kidnapped.
Okay, I clip a photo of this and send it to Frodo. Hey, got some evidence.
Evidence of?
Well, look at the photo.
Ooh.
Whoever we're doing this job for, you can put this in their little mission packet, I guess, of thank you for hiring us, and then
I love that Frodo never actually told the group who they're working for.
and And they better be good on their money. I'm just saying.
I appreciate that. Yeah. To be honest, Frodo doesn't even know who he was like.
Look, Frodo, if this guy wants his friends or his 40 people back alive, tell him to reconsider.
Tell him to
All right,
reconsider.
so while you're doing the investigation, what else is being done?
So I'm going to yeah, I'll send it. What was that dude's name?
I mean, don't send it
your,
yet.
Your
Okay.
employer,
Yes.
Goober.
Oh, dude, yeah, Goober is A1 for day one homie. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
your one and only contact.
Yeah, he's my one and only. Yeah, dude, yeah, I trust him.
Don't send it though. Not yet. Not until we're done, because you're just gonna freak him out.
Okay, fair enough. All right. But yeah, as we compile more evidence, I'll send it to Goober. Let him know that maybe his 40 person group is significantly less by the time we get to them.
The front of the van, by the way, is pretty scorched. It is, I mean, it's not in danger of blowing up or anything, but there's enough damage to that van that it's probably going to need a lot of repair before it drives again.
Okay. Do we care if this thing is undrivable? Do we need this van?
But let it be undrivable. That way they can't kidnap any more people.
Yeah, right? Okay. Have you checked the van thoroughly? Is there anything that we need out of it?
Is this camera pointing at us?
It is.
Oh my god.
And you see the blinking red light. Beep, beep, beep.
All right, I'm going to wave my fingers on this magical keyboard and try to delete that stuff.
If someone's monitoring cameras, they've already seen us. I rip it off.
Fair enough.
I rip it off the wall.
Okay.
That way they won't know which way we come in.
Good thing I was in my car the whole time.
You have no trouble yanking the thing off the wall. Looks like kind of an older camera, but the blinking red light tells you that it's not one of those fake ones. As you find as you pull the thing off the wall, and there's still wires going to the building.
Is this fencing?
That is a fenced-in area. I meant to unveil this piece of it as well. There's a fenced-in area and a little shed over here.
Okay.
And then you could see, of course, there's the door here with steps leading up to from a loading dock area. There's, as you look around this way, you see a set of double doors over here. You see a door over here to the north side. And you see, as you guys were driving up, you saw a set of double doors on the west side of the building.
Okay.
And a number of windows that are all boarded up.
Gertie, what do we have to do to get Mather back in action?
I have to finish patching him up as best I can.
Okay.
I can't help him with damage he may have taken when he was casting spells, because that's not science, magic.
Yep.
But
he took plenty of damage that was not spell casting.
Right.
What about stim patches? And then I pull out a pocket full of stim patches.
So maybe let me put some regular patching first, and then we can talk about stim patches.
Okay, and then I hand her a couple of rating 6s. I'm like, just in case.
So you can do a first aid test.
Mm-hmm.
The threshold is 2, and anything above that is box sealed. That is an uncomfortable number of 1s.
It is.
It is not a glitch, but it is just barely not a glitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one of my edge and reroll all those failures.
Okay. So 7 dice.
Oh, much better.
All right. So 7 hits. So Mather, you heal 5 boxes of stun.
Yay.
I think you took at least 5 boxes that were not drain.
Yes, that is correct.
And then you see KO sort of standing over you, holding out some more stim patches.
Gimme.
I smile and hand them over.
Right. slap a 5 on there, and
So what did you give him?
Only 6s.
oh well, I slap a 6
Yeah,
on it.
no 5s around here.
Like, thank you, KO. This is a problem for future Mather. All right.
Yeah, so you heal.
I knew
6
you would
boxes
feel that
of
way.
Stun.
Oh, you know what this situation calls for? Nova Coke. And I do a lot. Oh yes.
He hasn't even sat up yet, and he's got a line of Nova Coke out.
That a man. Person.
So please tell me at least softened them up enough for you. Ooh, look at all that viscera. Well, I guess everything worked out. They were unpleasant. They didn't even wait. They didn't even, I felt like I was using my charm, but it just wasn't effective in any way. I don't know why. They were just suddenly very hostile.
You're just not their type.
I believe that all of us were their type, if you know what I'm saying.
They just weren't that into you. It's fine.
Well, fortunately, that was true. Yes.
Well, I mean, they probably would have been had I not taken one out that was standing above you. So,
Well, much appreciated. Very kind. I'll remember you in my will, or whatever.
Autobiography.
Yeah, that too.
Mather, besides them being obliterated, there was a camera watching us the whole time, and I've ripped it off the corner because they've probably already seen us. But I just don't want them to know which way we're coming in from. So, which way should we go in from? We can climb this fence or go through one of these doors.
Okay. You know what? After a line of Nova Coke and stim patch, I'm feeling like going in through the front door. Let's do that. Let's go with KO style and just like bust in the front door and say something pithy.
Well, so I'll ask you, which one is the front door?
I am too high to determine which one's the front door, KO. Could you tell me which one you would consider to be the front door? I'm thinking.
I mean, there was one on the other side of the building that looked like big double doors.
Yeah, ostensibly the building is probably set up so that this on the west side is the front of the building. The north side here is the loading dock.
I was thinking maybe the back door coming through.
And then this, and you see some areas in this sort of patchy, grassy area where there might have once upon a time been playground equipment. So there's the telltale circle over here where there might have been a merry-go-round. But all the equipment's gone now. They're just sort of patches where there aren't grass.
And what is this, Bob?
A shed?
The shed.
I also want to loot the shed. So.
Let's take a look inside the shed, kick in the doors here, and if you're wearing a coat that is longer than your waist, kind of flare it out when you walk in. It'll be great.
Bob, I would like to run over and jump the fence.
Okay. Go ahead and make a gymnastics test. That's good enough.
Thank God.
So your trench coat flares as you jump over the fence. I have no
trench coat. Don't get weird here. Not a trench coat kind of gal.
Oh, we seem to have lost Chris.
Oh, goodbye, Chris.
So you go over here to the door to the shed, and it looks like as you sort of bust in the door, there are some old tools. There's some plants and stuff here. Nothing terribly valuable, you think.
Nothing? No secret
But-
doors?
Make a perception test.
Oh my god, of course there's no secret door.
There are no secret doors.
Fine. I wait for everyone to come over.
Okay, so apparently KO has decided that this is the door you're going to go in, right?
Yeah.
All right. So is everyone going in?
Yeah. Are there more bullet holes that we didn't make?
You don't see any bullet holes that you did not make.
Any telltale signs of combustion?
I'm sorry?
Telltale signs of combustion?
No spontaneous combustion.
No?
No,
Just a
just
set of double doors?
ghouls.
Frodo, what is your situation? Are you staying in the van and sending drones in, or what are you doing?
I'm going to call up the universe with Dobies, and I'm just gonna say in the I'm gonna say in Andy, and then I'm gonna send them out.
So as you guys go up to this door,
I would like to offer Mac the first entry to do her murder thing.
I would love to do my murder thing. Thank you very much.
all
Yeah.
right.
And Bob, on the way over, I did make a call to the Horde to
Yeah,
let them know what was going on.
I appreciate
Affiliate.
I do recall that. They definitely appreciate the tip. You suspect their response time will be kind of like a Lone Star response time ish if they do anything. But
Not
meanwhile,
asking for
Mac
answers or anything.
Mac sort of sidles up, and with barely a flourish, the door unlocks.
excellent.
6 hits on 11 dice.
Are we sneaking?
So let me reveal some things to you. I think I'm revealing some things. As you open the door, you see that's about how much you see from where you guys are at the door. So you see a hallway going in and sort of splits off into left and right. Just off to the right, just after the split off, is a set of double doors. And like most schools, this is set up with a bunch of like rows of lockers on the walls in various stages of disrepair.
Frodo.
You're pretty sure this school has not been an actual school in quite a while.
Creepy. Frodo, can you send little sneaky drones in to scout ahead for us?
Sure. I'll send out a couple mosquitoes to.
All right. So for now, just to make it easy, I'll use your token for the drones.
Sounds good.
So you send your drones up to the end of the hallway, and I'll reveal some more stuff here. Couple more doors. So as you turn the corner to the right, you see some doors and another hallway. If you go to the left, it's sort of mirrors. And as you come up to the set of double doors. The set of double doors is open. So as your drone, you see. Let me remind myself what the room is. Yes, okay. So it is what once was a library. There are no books left in this room, but some of the shelves are still around. As your drone sort of gets into the room, you see since you asked for a hole, here is a hole in the floor. And seeing a hole in the floor, we will stop here and see what you guys do about the hole in the floor next time. Since we're past the 10 o'clock hour.
Amazing.
So any announcements before we sign off?
Mm-mm.
All right. So we'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thanks to the cast for making it fun. Thank you, Jesse, for keeping us on the rails. We will see you next week for the what hopefully will be the exciting conclusion of Season 7. See you next week.
Thanks for running it.